Fursuit Friday! And happy birthday, Lionel! Today's your actual birthday. So I actually have a video I'm making for you today. I've been playing this for a little while now. And I hope you enjoy. And I hope you all like these facts about today on December 18th. These are a list of all the people, a bunch of famous people, both living and dead, who were born on December 18th. And then I have a list of different things that have happened on December 18th in history. So, starting off with the people who are no longer with us, we have in 1778, Joseph Grimaldi, English pantomimist and the greatest clown in history. Did you know that, Lionel? You were born the same day as the greatest clown in history. So, alright. So he died in 1837. He was 58 years old. And if he were somehow alive today, he would be 242. What do you know? Alright, next we have J.J. Thompson, English physicist who discovered the electron. He won the Nobel Prize for it in 1906. He died in 1940 and was 83. If he were alive today, he'd be 164. Then, in 1861, Lionel Musclelion. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, actually. British composer in Edwardian music comedy. I just thought it was interesting that you happen to share a birthday with another person in history named Lionel. He died in 1924. He was 62. If you were alive today, he'd be 159. Then, in 1863, Archduke Franz Ferdinand was born. He was the Archduke of Austria. His assassination led to the declaration of war, the start of World War I, or the Great War. He was assassinated in 1914 at the age of 50. He would have been 157 if he somehow survived. In 1878, Joseph Stalin. Not a very nice guy. Then again, I don't know if Franz Ferdinand was a nice guy or not. But Joseph Stalin, dictator and general secretary of the Soviet Union from 1922 until his death in 1953. He was 74. He would be 142 if he was still alive. The last two we have are Ty Cobb. I was born in 1886. American Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder, American League MVP from 1911, and Triple Crown in 1909, and 12-time American League batting champion, and later manager of the Detroit Tigers from 1921 to 1926. He died in 1961 and was 74. He would be 134 if he were alive today. And lastly, in 1916, Betty Grable. Betty Grable was an American singer, dancer, pinup girl, and actress, known for I Wake Up Screaming, How to Marry a Millionaire, and Gay Divorcee. Anyhow, she died in 1973, was 56, and would be 104 if she were alive today. Now, on to the living. Somehow, anyway, at least for this oldest one here. 1943, Keith Richards. You share a birthday with Keith Richards. That's not going to be the only one I'm going to be pretty amazed by. But Keith Richards is an English guitarist and songwriter whose song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, was named the second greatest song of all time by Rolling Stone magazine. Johnny Depp used his mannerisms, voice, and personality to create Captain Jack Sparrow. I don't know if you knew that, but I thought it was pretty cool. In fact, I believe he ended up playing his dad in one of the later movies. Captain Teague. In 1962, he and Mick Jagger founded the Rolling Stones. I don't think there's any relation with the magazine and the band. Though, I'm wondering how many people thought that the magazine was a little biased naming their song the second greatest song of all time. In 1962, he and Mick Jagger founded the Rolling Stones, which became the longest performing rock band in history. He turned 77. At least I hope he's still alive. Hopefully he didn't happen to pass away overnight or something. But when I did this research, he was still alive. Alright, next, pretty awesome. We got 1946, Steven Spielberg! Steven Spielberg! And for those of you who don't somehow know who Steven Spielberg is, he's a celebrated director who achieved box office records with the blockbuster films Jaws, E.T., and Jurassic Park. He received the Academy Award for Best Director for films Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. He also directed the action-adventure classic Indiana Jones trilogy. And in 1977, science fiction feature Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It was labeled culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant by the United States Library of Congress and chosen for preservation in the National Film Registry. Isn't that awesome? I actually recently heard a bunch of movies just got added, including Shrek of all things, but his 1968 short film Amblin inspired the name of his future production company, Amblin Entertainment. Steven Spielberg turned 74. 1950, Leonard Maltin, American movie critic for Entertainment Tonight, he turned 70. Sorry, I don't have too much on Leonard Maltin, but, alright, let's see here. Let me turn the page here. Hold on. This is where it would help to have an assistant. Alright, next we have is 1954 Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta, who's the actor who became known for his performance is mobster Henry Hill in the 1990 Martin Scorsese crime film Goodfellas, and Shoeless Joe Jackson in Field of Dreams. And most recently is in Hubie Halloween, filmed right here in Salem, as Peter Landolfa, a rude man who torments Hubie. He turned 66 today. In 1956, we have Ron White, stand-up comedian and actor and author, best known as the character member of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. I love those guys. I'm not a blue-collar guy or a southern guy, but I don't know what it is about their comedy stylings, but I always find their stuff pretty funny. Nicknamed Tater Salad. He is the author of the book, I Had the Right to Remain Silent, but I Didn't Have the Ability. He turned 64. Now, here's the big one. In 1963, 1963, Brad Pitt. That's right, Lionel. You share the exact birthday with Brad Pitt. Bet you didn't know that, did you? That's pretty awesome. So for those of you who don't know, Brad Pitt, who starred in Fight Club, is Tyler Durden, which he thanked the original author by saying it was one of the most enjoyable acting roles of his career, as well as movies 12 Monkeys, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, World War Z, Inglourious Bastards, and also played Rusty Ryan in the Ocean's 11 trilogy. He recently won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Cliff Booth in the 2019 film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He turns 57. So there you go. You're not alone, Lionel. There you go. Alright, next we have 1964, only 1 year younger, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He became known for his tough, trash-talking persona and did battle in WCW and ECW and became the most profitable wrestler in WWE history. His WWE persona of a beer-drinking anti-hero was very popular with viewers for his and for fighting with his boss. He turns 56. 1968, Casper Van Dien, actor best known as Johnny Rico in the sci-fi satire film Starship Troopers. Let's see. He also had a recurring role in One Life to Live and Beverly Hills 90210. He turns 52. 1970, DMX, Earl Simmons, American rapper who is best known for his hit single Party Up, Up in Here, turns 50. 1970, Rob Van Dam, WWE wrestler known as Robbie V or RVD, who created the deadly 5-star frog splash. He competed in the WWE from 2001 to 2007, then returned in 2013. In 1987, he accepted $100 kissed Ted DiBiase's foot. I'm sure you know more about that than I do, Lionel, but I figured I'd mention it since it was pretty interesting.
He set a record for the longest reign as an ECW World Television Champion at 700 days. Wow. I don't know if that's a lot or it's not a lot, but it's saying it's a lot, so I guess it must be. Today he turns 50. Oh, we got a lot of music playing because I guess it must be 1 hour into your birthday as I'm recording this. Then we have in 1974, Carrie Byron. Yes, Carrie Byron from Mythbusters. Remember Mythbusters build team and longest running cast member after Adam and Jamie. She turns 46 today. Happy birthday, Carrie. I hope you're doing okay after the loss of your former co-star, Grant, earlier this year. I'm still very shocked and saddened by his death. Next we have 1975, Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is a former Canadian pro wrestler who has won the WWE Hardcore Championship. She turns 45 today. Next we have 1975, Sia Kate Isabel Furler, better known simply as Sia. Yeah, Sia. She's an Australian pop singer known for such hits as Chandelier, Elastic Heart, and Clap Your Hands. In 2018, she joined Labyrinth and Diplo to form the supergroup LSD for Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo. She also collaborated with Flo Rida on the song Wild Ones. So she turns 45. Next we have, in 1978, Katie Holmes. Actress who starred in Dawson's Creek and whose fame continued in Batman Begins. She turns 42. In 1980, Christina Aguilera. A pop star who gained recognition for Genie in a Bottle, which reached the number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified platinum. Her other hit songs include Dirty and Come On Over, Baby, All I Want Is You. She was also in the Mickey Mouse Club with Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, and Ryan Gosling. What do you know? And she turns 40 today. And lastly, in 2001, Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell, otherwise known as just Billie Eilish, American singer-songwriter of When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Her single Bad Guy became her first number 1 hit in the U.S. In the summer of 2019, she released a remix of her hit song Bad Guy featuring Justin Bieber, and she won 5 Grammy Awards in 2020. Today she turns 19. Already this successful and not even old enough to drink. Not that I would be any interested in doing that, but anyhow, so those are the birthdays I found for December 18th. And on this day in history, in 1719, Thomas Fleet published Mother Goose's Melodies for Children. And in 1777, the first National Thanksgiving Day commemorating Burgoyne's surrender. Not sure who that is, but I had to look up how to pronounce his name. In 1787, New Jersey becomes the 3rd state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. So one of our neighbors actually signed their Constitution on your birthday. Look at that. In 1796, the first U.S. newspaper to appear on Sunday, the Baltimore Monitor. In 1799, George Washington's body was interred at Mount Vernon. In 1832, the HMS Beagle, with Charles Darwin aboard, reaches Tierra del Fuego for the first time. I guess he must have really liked it there and went back a few times. Next, we have in 1849, William Bond obtained the first photograph of the moon through a telescope. Alright, next, 1892, Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, ballad Nutcracker Suite premiered. In 1912, the Piltdown Man was later discovered to be a hoax. Was supposedly found in Piltdown Gravel Pit by Charles Dawson. So yeah, if any of you ever heard of the Piltdown Man, I guess that was a fake. I'm not sure if I remembered that, but I definitely heard of the Piltdown Man. But yeah, evidently that was a big old case of fraud. Oh well. But that happened on this day. In 1916, the Battle of Verdun, the longest of World War I, officially ended in German defeat after 9 months of fighting and almost 1 million total casualties. Wow. And next we have 1917, the Soviet government issues a decree recognizing Finland's newly declared independence in 1917. The 18th Amendment of the United States Constitution was authorizing prohibition of alcohol is approved by U.S. Congress and sent to the states for ratification. I think I squished two of them together there. But yeah, so Finland's declared independence, and the 18th Amendment was issued. So there you go. And our last page here. So we're almost done. Just a little bit left here. We got 1920, the first U.S. postage stamp printed without words, United States or U.S. happened. 1956, To Tell the Truth debuted on CBS TV. And it's still going. Well, it went off the air for a while, but it came back. So that's pretty darn cool. And 1963, the Pink Panther film premieres, directed by Blake Edwards and starring Peter Sellers and David Niven, with a theme by Henry Mancini. So there you go. The day you were born, Pink Panther came out. And in 1966, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas aired for the first time on CBS. So there you go. Your birthday happened to be on the same day as Dr. Seuss's Grinch Stole Christmas. Alright, where were we? So, 1969, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the sixth James Bond film starring George Lazenby and Diana Rigg premieres in London. That was the first, I believe it was the first movie in the James Bond series that didn't star the late Sean Connery. May he rest in peace as well. And George Lazenby's only time playing James Bond. I think that's the only time anybody besides Peter Sellers, who starred in the original Casino Royale, which was, I believe, a parody, starred in only one James Bond movie. Usually, any actor who's played James Bond has played him at least twice, or more. So that was interesting. I guess he must not have done very well. But anyhow, in 1976, A Star is Born, film directed by Frank Pearson with Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson, premiered. Also in 1976, Wonder Woman debuted on ABC. Wonder Woman is actually getting a new movie coming out on Christmas. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in Wonder Woman, go see the new movie. In 1984, A Christmas Carol, directed by Clive Donner and starring George C. Scott, premiered in the U.S. So there you go. Your birthday is also the same day as George C. Scott's A Christmas Carol debuting. All right, next, 1989, I Love Lucy Christmas episode, shown for the first time in over 30 years. We'll have to watch that later. I think we got that on DVD recently. 1991, DeForest Kelley, Dr. McCoy on Star Trek, gets a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Then in 1996, U.S. TV industry executives agree to adopt a rating system. So that's why we have those ratings in the corner of our screens now. All right, next, let's see. 1997, HTML 4.0 is published in the World Wide Web Consortium. 2002, The Two Towers, the second of the Lord of the Rings films, is released, making $62 million opening weekend and $926 million worldwide total. Also in 2002, fashion designer Calvin Klein announces he is selling his company to shirt maker Philip Van Heusen for $430 million. Wow, that's a lot of money being made in that one day. Then in 2009, James Cameron's Avatar, starring Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, and Sigourney Weaver, released in the U.S., becoming the highest-grossing film of all time. So yeah, one of your favorite movies that came out on your birthday. I wonder if that had anything to do with why you loved it so much. Because I know I certainly have a few movies that came out on the year I was born. I need to figure out if any came out on my birthday. Though I probably already did that research a while ago. Now, last few ones we have, 2011, the last U.S. troops withdraw from Iraq, finally ending the Iraqi War. 2018, Nevada becomes the first U.S. state with a female majority legislature, with new appointments taking it to 51%. And lastly, last year, in 2019, U.S. House of Representatives votes to impeach President Donald Trump for abuse of power, 230 to 197, and obstruction of Congress, 229 to 198. Well, I guess it didn't go through because apparently he's still our president, but hey, we got Biden elected and he's going to be replacing him, so no more 4 more years for that guy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and Lionel, I hope you have a great birthday today, and I hope you like this video. Hopefully we'll end up making more videos for First Week Friday today, but until then, I hope you guys like the video, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Happy First Week Friday! Woo!